Hey, what's up guys, Evil here. Hey, the next thing, I've been kind of running behind on videos, so I've got a few things queued up here. The next thing on the list here is actually something for the Wraith. I know I didn't really plan on doing much more to the Wraith, but I was talking to Jerry from Death Metal Garage, who, if you don't know, he's a very talented chassis builder. More recently doing stuff mostly for the Wraith, but the guy can weld some crazy insane chassis. He won best tube work I think in 2011 or 2012 at Axial scale nationals. Anyway, very talented guy. Happens to be local to our club, so I'm lucky in that respect. But he showed me a new product at the last Go Hill scale challenge that he was making for the Wraith. He was making a product called a Stiffy Kit, and it was an aluminum piece that bolts into the Wraith, and I mean, there were performance gains. It does things to stiffen up the chassis to make it less flexible, but more than anything, it's cosmetic to kind of give your Wraith that, you know, really make it look like a rock racer. And we kind of went back and forth. I told him a little bit about what I wanted, and he finally figured out a way to do it, and kind of designed it for me. And then when I picked it up from him, he shipped it to my house, and my dog proceeded to eat it. The dog literally ripped the package up and just mangled the chassis. It was pretty traumatic for me because I'd been waiting like 6 months or something to get this thing, and then the dog absolutely destroyed it. But Jerry is a master with metal, so I gave it back to him. He was able to clean it up for me. It looks completely brand new again, so thank you, Jerry, very much for that. But I'm going to show it to you guys here, and I'm also going to show another product he's put out for the Wraith, and they're both really cool. I think they're very worthwhile upgrades if you guys want to, you know, do something to give your Wraith a custom look, but you don't want to go, you know, full chassis replacements. So anyway, I'll quit blabbing here and show you what I'm talking about. So here, this is the actual Stiffy Kit, and this is all tapped and measured exactly in a jig to basically replace the middle upper part of your Wraith chassis. This is aluminum painted matte black, and it matches the plastic almost perfectly. But you can see from the side here, instead of that kind of, you know, station wagon look the back the Wraith's got, it's going to be more of a fastback. It also raises the rear shock mount, so we'll lower the stance a little bit. And then he's included these front shock mounts to do the matching drop on the front. So drops it a little bit, doesn't take anything away from your suspension travel, but just lowers the CG a little bit. So very cool piece. I was really interested in doing a triangulated design in the windscreen area that really gives it the look of the full scale stuff. And then you'll be able to use the stock Lexan on the roof. You just have to trim it where it actually goes back into the fastback style. So I'll be putting that on here pretty soon. Really cool piece from Death Metal Garage. The other little thing, this is just a useful item that I've been seeing pop up around here. This is basically a skid plate for a Wraith axle. So if you're like me and you have some expensive Vanquish Products axles, and I wish this had been out when I built these axles, but you know, the diff cover on these things just takes a beating. They just get brutalized. So what Jerry's piece does here is you replace this plug right here, right here with a screw that goes through the bottom of that skid plate, and then you run, there's a hole here, you run a bolt in there. What that does is makes a really solid front skid for your Wraith. So if you're running some custom diff covers, or even if you're running the plastic setup, it looks pretty cool. Gives you a bit of a ramp to slide over obstacles if you're crawling. So anyway, that's a really cool piece from Death Metal Garage. So to get either one of these pieces, Jerry sells exclusively on RC Crawler. So I'll put links to his sale threads in the notes for this episode. But you know, if you can't check that, or maybe you're mobile and you can't click it or something, head out to rccrawler.com, jump into the vendor section. You'll see Jerry's thread in there. It's DMG, or Death Metal Garage. But anyway, really talented metal worker here that's local. Done some pretty amazing stuff, so I highly recommend his stuff. He guarantees it. If you tear it up, bend it, send it back to him, he will repair it for you. He said he hasn't had any chassis come back because he builds them tough. So stands behind his work, made in America, pretty cool. Definitely support him if you can. So anyway, that's it for this one. I'm going to get all this stuff installed on here, and then I'll do another episode when it's installed and you can see the finished product. So just want to tell you guys about it. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.